Okay, I'm back. He still can't find his stuff. So he said when I'm finished with this video, I have to go and help him find what he needs to fix my car. So sorry about that. But no, going back to page 3, it says, it expanded the Model City program with 1974's Community Development Block Grant Program. So, you telling me 1967, a riot broke out. Y'all went in to a club where, yeah, they had some prostitution and gambling going on, but hey, a lot of people was coming back from the Vietnam War, trying to have some fun. And the police came, arrested everybody, even the 2 war vets, and the neighborhood got mad and started the worst race riot of 1960s. And you thought it was a good idea to put more money in a program that didn't work the first time? Okay, just reading. Here we go. The next paragraph says, so the failure of this program decimated Detroit's economy and culture. I keep hearing economy and culture. You see, are you watching? I'm a statistician too, so you see the pattern, right? Okay. Almost nothing is left of what was the capital of America's industrial heartland. Total vacant land in Detroit now occupies an area the size of Boston. So the name of the program, a lot of people think, is a socialist scheme. You still want them government checks? You still want the government telling you how to live, where to live, how to build? I don't think it worked very well in Detroit back in the 60s and 70s. The key point in this book, and it's in bold. And if your kids are watching, know that when it's bold letters, let's look. See where we're looking here? Bold letters is serious. It says here, always remember, the government has to take resources from someone before it can dole them out to others. This act of taking destroys an economy. Think about it. How do they do that? How do they do that? Taxes. So the next point, it says taxes can no longer be raised without people fleeing states. This happened in several places. California, where I live, New Jersey. Hey, Jersey family and friends. Y'all okay over there? And New York. Hey, y'all. I have family and friends out there and who in healthcare on the front line, so be safe, y'all. Can I ask you a question? Now, I am a nurse and a business professor, so isn't California, New Jersey, and New York where all these viruses is the epic centers? Make you think, huh? I ain't saying nothing. I'm just saying make you think, right? Just me thinking out loud. It says it's good politics to promise the voters that only the rich will pay. I know a lot of wealthy people and rich people. There's a difference. Like I tell my students, there's a difference between being rich and wealthy. Rich, come and go, lottery. Wealthy, it takes 3 generations for the wealth to be created. That's 3 families, okay? And I don't think these people I know, and I'm not saying they're giving me money, but you know, they don't want to give their money away. Do you want to give your money away? I know I don't want to give my money away. I don't mind giving to those who need, which I do all the time, which my students and family say the reason why you don't have any money because you're always giving it away. But I'm a nonprofit type person. So, you know, if I have enough, I give away. But some people are not nonprofit people. Some people are just for profit. So if you think about it, you have to have balances. Everybody can't be nonprofit. Then nobody will make any money. You have to have a balance between for-profit type people and nonprofit type people. And so with my kids, I'm trying to learn to both because they're like, you're going to give our whole life away. I should have been a nun. But anyways, nah, I'm straight. I found out what's going on. I'm good. But anyways, it says, you see that in 1950, the government only represented about 20% of our country's GDP, gross domestic product. 20%. So In the 50s, when y'all got the roller skates on, the long skirts, the milkshakes, listen to the good old music, and 20%. Now let's fast forward. By 2014, that government slice was much bigger. Negative 36%. Negative 36%. Look at this right here in the book. I see he did a lot of research. You see this? I see why his subscription cost thousands of dollars. Because he did his homework. So you telling me in 1950, the GDP equals $300 billion, which is 23%. And now today, well, even not today, it's 2014 that this graph was created. The GDP equals 17.3 trillion. That's 36% more in U.S. government spending. And y'all getting mad when they cutting back? Okay. A huge portion of that pie comes directly from income tax. Now, here we go. In 2014, only 53% of the United States population paid federal income tax. 53%. I know I was paying my taxes. Where the rest of y'all at? 53%? And the top 25% of our country's earners paid nearly 90% of all income tax collected. This leaves the 47% of Americans who didn't pay federal income tax who believe the government doesn't cost them anything. I'm just reading the book. And a lot of y'all mad because y'all didn't get your coronavirus check. Did you pay your taxes? Man, listen, that money came and it gone. I spent that money in one day. I had a name for every dollar because I didn't want them to be like, you know what, I changed my mind, snatch it back. I ain't even give them time to snatch it back. I already had plans before we got here because I paid my taxes. I knew exactly what I wanted to do and what I was going to do. If you don't have no plans with it yet because you didn't get it yet, I'm going to need y'all to start thinking. Make a budget. Figure it out. Because some of y'all mad. But I mean, come on. If you owe back child support, come on, man. You really thought the government was going to give you your money? I'm not trying to hate on nobody. I'm just saying, come on. Real talk. From the neighborhood professor, real talk. All right. I'm going to leave you with these two underlying points, and then I'm done with this because it's going on 8 minutes, and I don't like long videos myself. Everyone is paying for the government, whether they realize it or not. Did you hear this? So either you paying for taxes or you're not paying for taxes. Either you working or you're not working. We all are affected. Please believe this. And if you don't believe me, since you're at home anyways, homeschooling your kids, how about help them with their homework and pick up that history book? You know what I mean? Because I'm learning a lot just helping my kids with their homework. Keep in mind, this whole chapter was a lesson on the history of socialism. Here's the book. Now, I ain't telling you to go buy it because I'm not getting any money. I'm not getting any money to do this. I'm only doing this because my friend who's a chemical engineer getting on my nerves and my kids getting on my nerves about you should do a YouTube channel. And so I figured since I want to read this book anyways and balance my life with kids, work, business, and giving back to the community, I figured this is a good way to give back to the community is to educate you all. Think about the type of economy we have in America. A lot of people do not even realize we have a mixed economy. You see this right here? Mixed economy. A couple years back, I went to Old Dominion University and got quite a few certifications as an educator. And the certifications I got was to teach K through 12. And like I told the people who created the program, it was a pilot program, it was a grant from the government. I learned more in this program, learning how to teach K through 12 than I did as a college educator. I don't understand what's going on of how there's more information being given to our children than colleges. But please know that this mixed economy that we live in America is two things, capitalism and socialism. So What are the pros to socialism? Free healthcare, reduction of poverty, reduce hidden taxes, benefits of public ownership. That's a few I wrote down. You want me right now? You want me to tell you an example of a country right now that is socialist? Cuba. Have you been to Cuba lately? Have you seen Cuba lately? Do you really want America only to be a socialist economy? I mean, we both capitalism and socialism. So please stop tripping on this administration. I understand you're mad. This is not President Obama administration. I know you're mad. But anytime you put a business person in office, understand they're not going to be politically correct. Now, I ain't trying to say I even like the things they say and do. But keep in mind, most people with MBAs, like our president, are very sarcastic. That's just, I'm sarcastic. This is how you survive the business world. Sometimes I have to remember I'm a healthcare professional, pharmacy and nursing, so I have to like pull back a little bit. But we are a capitalist society. How else are we going to trade? So don't get mad at the trade wars. Research it for yourself and figure out why are we having trade wars. And so the next chapter I'm going to talk about is the corruption of debt. Please take these videos seriously. I don't know how long I'm going to have them up here, honestly. I did a coupon class. I created a coupon class online for the United States Army in Fort Eustis for the first time ever before our PCS from Virginia to California. I did it last year. And I was telling people how to coupon. I coupon my whole life. I coupon my family to Canada. Yes, me and my kids been to Canada and my husband. I coupon degrees, certifications. I'm couponing everything. Food. I don't like debt. I think debt is modern day slavery. And so if you can find, I mean, some debt is good in the business world. If you own property or something, ownership. If your debt is owned, you own something. But to have debt with no meaning or no purpose, I don't know what to say about that. I don't know. How's it working for you? I don't know. So after we talked about the corruption of politics. Tomorrow we'll talk about the corruption of debt. And then we're going to talk next about the corruption of currency, because as an investor, my mom started me 30 years ago. I started collecting currencies, foreign currencies, domestic currencies, all kinds of, silver and gold, real money. I've been doing this for 30 years. So yes, my mom didn't teach me how to go to college. She didn't teach me how to be a good wife. She didn't teach me how to be a good mom. But what she taught me how to do is survive. And she taught me how to make money. And for years, I didn't want to make money because what I learned from the wealthy people, if you don't know how to protect your money, don't make it. So what I did was how Robert Kiyosaki say, the rich dad, poor dad guru. If you cannot insure your money, then tread lightly. So like I tell my family, like, all this knowledge why you have money. Baby, who said I don't have any money? No, real talk though. I'm just playing. I know how to make the money. When I was 19 years old, I ran a $7 million Walgreens in Chalmette, Louisiana, the outskirts of New Orleans. I know money. But what I don't want to do is make a lot of money and somebody take it from me, because risk management. So if you don't have a trust, a will, insurance, then you really don't have any money, because anybody can come get it. Think about that. Hope you like this video, and I'm doing the best I can. So I know some of you all was hollering about me brushing my hair, so I brushed my hair. Some of you all are talking about, as a professional, why you sound so hood? Well, hell, I am the neighborhood professor. You thought this was going to be a politically correct thing? No, this is how I teach my college classes. I wear a business suit, straight hair, and look conservative, and this is how I sound. And what I noticed was the conservativeness of me was not getting the message across. Me being down to earth, telling you straight up, real talk, was. So it's too hot for me to straighten my hair. I ain't about to put no suit on, because I ain't in front of no board. I'm going to give you the real deal, me, and take it or leave it. You can like the video or not, but I'm going to keep reading this book, because I have kids that I want to make sure is taken care of, and I have family members So while everybody else thinking about one generation, I plan for 4 generations. Hope you are too, because it's about to get real out here. And even in undergrad and graduate school, I wrote many papers on how business and healthcare are connected. Yes, a lot of black people are dying from the coronavirus, but why? A lot of them have chronic health problems. A lot of them cannot get their blood pressure medication. A lot of them are diabetic, cannot get their insulin. And so, and the list can go on. It's a culture thing. It's a culture. You know what I'm trying to say. Cultural. Leave me alone. I'm from Southside Chicago, okay? I got an accent. But we all have to work together. So I don't care what color you are. Like I tell my students, you could be from Mars, which is going to be funny in 10 years because we are going to Mars. That's the science in me. But this is not a cultural thing of race. This is an American culture thing. So we all got to stick together and work together, because I'm telling you, if you're not bartering, if you ain't helping your neighbor, it's going to be rough. So how Big Mama told me, you better get to know your neighbors, because they may have that butter and you may have that bread. Make it work. I'm out.